Hey, I'm Rob Barbarino here with Sentry Equipment.
And Angelo D'Ambrosia. And on this episode of Sentry Shorts, we're going to be talking about menu structures. Rob, I know you designed 100 menus for our customers. What's your input on this?
So I am kind of a menu geek, right? Like I love the idea of menu. I love menus because it's kind of my two passion projects, which is menus are very visual, and we sell visual things in the ice cream business, and they're also very, very data oriented. They deal with numbers. So, here at Sentry, we try to be very consultative. We try to help with marketing and advertising. I'm a marketing guy by trade, so I love the idea of colors and visual products, and menu ties that on, but I also love data,
So what would you say one of the important things, like top important thing for a customer's menu?
Be visual, right? People buy with their eyes. Nobody wants to read a book when they look at your menu, all right? Being visual and allowing people to kind of point and click, walk in and say, I want that. They don't even have to read it, they just see it. When I see menus and they're old school and it's still the old Coke menu with the white background and the black letters, I'm all nostalgic. I love being nostalgic, but at the same time, some of that's just past its prime. We need to update the menu. If we want to drive sales, we need to show items that we want to push. So my number one thing with being menus is how can we be visual in our menu design and development?
So Rob, some of our customers are coming into this business with no background of menus. What other important things do we do for them?
Well, look, when somebody says that to me, like, I don't know anything about a menu. I say, well, have you ever been out to eat? And they're like, yeah. People have way more menu experience than they know about. Everything you do, you see a menu 15 times a day, you don't even realize it. So the first thing I tell them to do is open their eyes and ears, right? When you're out there, you're at the restaurant, you're at the drive-thru, look at the menu. I believe in the menu architecture. Number one is we read left to right, right? It's very simple. So when we're reading a book, we read left to right, we read top to bottom. So when I'm developing a menu for somebody, I'm gonna put the most expensive, best featured items on the left. Even if it's not our biggest seller, it may be sundaes, which maybe is not gonna be our biggest seller, or cones and cups may be our biggest seller. But I'm gonna put those sundaes, those specialty sundaes, those unique items on the left. And that'll drive sales 5-10%.
Those Instagram friendly.
Yes, the Instagram friendly stuff, 100%. I'm going to name things that tie in with my theme to drive sales. If I have small, medium, large, and this gets into the data, when I become a data geek, small, medium, large, you'll sell 70% small and the rest 30% a mixture of medium to large. If you change the wording from small, medium, large to kids regular large, you'll sell 55% regular, or 55% kids, and 45% regular large. So just by changing those words, not changing sizes, not changing anything, just by changing those words, you've driven up your revenue.
So the menu structure is extremely important in the way we can initially drive the sales for our customers.
Yes. Being visual, what we call things, how we lay out the menu, all of that will directly lead to what you sell. And as a business, in the ice cream business, we have thousands of customers, and they essentially, when you look at the ice cream stores, they all sell the same things, right? They're all different, they're all the same items. How are we package it differently? Why is this store known for one thing and that store is known for another thing? A lot of it is about the menu, all right? So developing the menu and designing the menu right can really help identify who you are in your market.
So we have a range of customers. You have customers with different setups. We have customers, you walk-in stores and walk-up windows. What's the menu difference on a walk-up window store and a walk-in store?
Good question. So it really depends. A walk-up window store, nobody sees the product. So everything that people are going to buy, their buying decisions are really derived from your menu layout, your menu design, how you're putting the menu out there, what products you're promoting visually. So a walk-up window, the menu is so much more important than a walk-in store. When somebody's walking in a store, they're looking at the products. Some of the times they're figuring out what they want before they even read the menu. But a walk-up window store, a menu's all you have. So you really, really, really better not only put the attention into all the stuff we're discussing, but what you're doing to lay it out, how you're laying it out, where you're laying it out. You have very little flexibility. And the other thing with a walk-up window store is we have to move the line, right? If the line takes too long and the line's too long, people are going to drive by and they're going to keep driving. So lines, we want them because it's marketing, but at the same time we want to move them. So our menu has to be placed in a spot where when somebody's in a line, they're making that buying decision before they get to the window. Or a walk-up window, or a walk-in store, much more relaxed. Speed of service is still important, but it's not as essential as it is to a walk-up store.
We want the line, but we want to move the line.
We want to move the line. That's how we drive revenue.
So I know we have the title of Sentry Shorts, and this might be a long one. But what about pricing?
Yeah, so pricing is open-ended, right? I have some customers like, well, I want to be a little cheaper than everybody. And then I have some customers who are in different markets where they can charge more, charge less for the same products. I would say pricing is a big conversation. It really depends on the theme of the store. It depends on your ingredients and what you're charging. It depends on your market and your demographic. But the most important part I'll make without getting into too many details is it does not matter what you charge. It matters the value you give to the customer. And I don't care if you're in a super blue collar area or the opposite. You have to give the customer value. Nobody cares if they paid and got value. They care when they don't get the value. So most importantly, if you're giving quality, you're giving customer service, and you're giving the customer value, you can really charge what you deserve for your product.
So here at Sentry, we help you lay out your menu, help you with your pricing. We hold your hand through that. You get the expertise of Rob and I and Sentry team all together. This has been Sentry Short with Rob and Angelo. See you next time.